Hebrews chapter 8, does it say that the law is obsolete? Let's find out by reading the Bible. No commentary, no theology, no philosophy, just God's word. So what people get this from is Hebrews chapter 8, verse 13. And it says, when he said a new covenant, he has made the first obsolete. But whatever is becoming obsolete is growing old and about to disappear. If you're listening, I know you're probably thinking, well, he said it. That's it. The law is obsolete. And the reason why you believe that is because you think the word covenant means law. And that's just simply untrue. And you know it's untrue because literally over 40% of Hebrews 8 is quoting the Old Testament. Matter of fact, in verse 13, when it says, when he said a new covenant, the he said new covenant is referencing the entire 6 verses prior to verse 13, when it's talking about the new covenant. And this new covenant is it's quoting Jeremiah 31. Verses 7 through 12 is literally quoting Jeremiah 31. And the interesting thing is, if you're reading Hebrews 8 and you read verse 10, it says, for this is the covenant which I will make with the house of Israel after those days, declares the Lord. I will put my laws into their minds and write them on their hearts, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. So it says it's going to write his law on their hearts. What law is it talking about here? Well, if you go to the book of Jeremiah and you go to verse 33 for that specific part, where it says, I will put my law within them and write it on their heart. When you look up the Hebrew word for law, it is literally Torah. It isn't talking about a new law. It is talking about the Torah. So in Hebrews chapter 8, verse 13, if the first covenant being obsolete is referring to the Torah being obsolete, then why on earth is the same Torah the law that is in the new covenant? So no, covenant and law is not interchangeable in this context. And the only reason the covenant is being made obsolete is because the people he made the covenant with broke that covenant. That doesn't mean the law changed. Just the Bible.